2022, we'll be reviewing our wish list, which we've had published for the last 20 years. But this year, we'll be particularly focusing on the climate change aspect of it. We see our role very much as supporting and pressing for the aims to be delivered as effectively and efficiently as possible. And so we'll be delivering our own strategy, if you like, towards that.
Do you think that in order to deliver the climate change strategy, there really does need to be one minister focusing just on that?
Quite simply, yes, and perhaps you should ask the Minister for the Environment, because perhaps he would relish that opportunity. It is a massive undertaking, and with all the responsibilities that he currently has, it is made that much harder. His department have now got the tools, if you like, to set the strategy in motion, but it does require dedicated and focused delivery and action, and it does not need to be delayed because of political differences or because of lack of resources. I think we really need to see government and parliament pulling together and making sure that this hugely important strategy moves effectively and meaningfully. I mean, we still have to remember that what is in sharp focus in that strategy comprises 8% of our emissions, of our greenhouse gas emissions in Gibraltar. So we still have this glaring 90% that is made up from vehicle fuel sales and from bunkering, which has to form part of some kind of agreed strategy, albeit long-term.
Do you think having a cross-party approach is going to be fundamental in delivering this strategy?
We believe so, yes, absolutely. Pre-COVID, all parties said they would agree to this, but the climate strategy has to be fully presented to Parliament. There's a select committee that is to be chaired between the Chief Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, and we really hope that that gets going. If that gets going and they're open to representations from the community, from different sectors of the community, then perhaps we can start seeing the interest that is there.
The government has a very difficult role in balancing the economy and practical issues as well when it comes to making decisions. But what's your view on the fact that we still don't have a waste treatment plant?
It has to happen. The 20 million odd pounds has to be found. Gibraltar continues to grow at an exponential rate. That's part of the income side of things that we are working hard on, but we have to have our fundamentals in place too. We have to have our infrastructure, we have to have the functionality of this growing community in place, because we can only look around and see the projects that are around the corner in 2022 to know that our creaking systems are not going to support this. So it's a fundamentally important project that has to be resolved in 2022.
The government has pledged to enshrine climate change in education law. What more do you think the government can be doing, or how else can the government engage the public on climate change issues?
The chorus is getting louder. That's one thing that came to my mind today, that, you know, there's a lot more people, there are a lot more sections of the community that are waking up to what the role that we play in our environment and how we can improve this. We have to get our major projects sorted in order to become as green as we can. And from the climate change point of view, we also have to think long term in terms of becoming truly green.